Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Double Standard, a series dedicated to showing you the ridiculous hypocrisy of the media. And I have a story for you all today that correlates to what I am going to be showing with you all. So during my time at church last Sunday, a woman gave a testimony about the fact that she was a BLM movement follower, and how she had encountered some people at this restaurant that weren't exactly too happy to see a mob of BLM supporters approaching. Long story short, a woman was telling the crowd off and that she was not going to be having any of that at this restaurant. And the woman who gave her testimony went up to her and asked what's wrong and whatnot, and what her problem was, and the person continued to pretty much berate BLM and tell the movement to shove it, to once again the woman who gave her testimony began walking away, and as she walked away, the woman who was berating BLM pulled out her gun before putting it back away. Now, the reason that I shared this was to mention a few things. For one, despite how anyone feels about any movement, you, as well as I, and the movement that we may or may not dislike, has a constitutional right to peacefully assemble. Now, in her case, I can't necessarily say if it was peaceful or not, as I was not there, and I don't know if I'm getting the whole story, because we know that BLM likes to always paint their riots as peaceful and whatnot. But getting angry and attacking the group that you dislike doesn't really make you any better than that said group. With that being said, I completely understand why this woman who pulled out the gun may be mad. You know, think about it for a moment. You see a mob of BLM supporters who are known to immediately be hostile and steal people's food, and when they do so, the supporters always never admit that it was wrong, claiming it as reparations. And if you don't believe me, let's roll the clip.
We're shutting the party down. Nobody's gonna touch you. We're shutting your party down. Calm down. Calm down.
What an absolute joke. Literally seconds after that woman says, "Why are you running away? We're just tearing down the party and whatnot." You literally hear windows being broken and chairs being thrown. But let's get back to the point at hand. So yes, if you saw that mob approaching, of course you'd be upset. These people cost many people their lives and livelihoods, as the riots wound up being nearly $2 billion in damages, 54 people were murdered, thousands were injured, and Lord only knows how many lost their businesses as a direct result of the riots that happened last year, who were likely barely hanging on from the COVID lockdowns only to be looted, which was the nail in the coffin for the business. Of course, this would breed contempt. Of course, people would come to loathe anyone who agrees or wants to represent this movement. I am not saying by any means that the woman who did this was right in threatening to shoot this woman simply because she was a BLM supporter. You know, but I do get the frustration, and it doesn't help that this same group responsible of all of this has now been nominated for a Peace Prize. It's no lie that we live in the U.S. and that it's pretty much divided. Heck, I even have trouble saying the abbreviation simply because of the severity that we find ourselves to be in relation to how divided the states are right now. But we have to understand that this is not really going to go away anytime soon, and with people that are just seeing everything as black and white and whatnot, it's really something that we're going to have to watch out for in the coming days to follow. But that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please share this. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. God bless, and I'll see you next time.